So the Kennedy half dollar turns 60 years old this year, 2023. But when's the last time you see one in circulation? Well, it should have been decades ago because they stopped making it in 2001. And then in 2002, collectors said, we want the Kennedy. And since that point, the last 22 years, they're just made for collectors, the P's and D's. Well, tonight we have a beautiful collection. It's the last decade, so it's 2014 to 2023, all of them. Look at this one. P's and D's, oh my, right? So again, they're released in rolls, they're released in bags. They also have them in the uncirculated set, and they also do put the S-minted proof in proof sets, clad and silver. So they make Kennedys and have been for the last 22 years, even though they're not being released in the circulation anymore. The P's and D's here are the collection. The last decade are the key coins. Where I'm going with that is that last year kind of brought us to an apex just for thought. And that is the U.S. Mint announced we're making only 1.5 million coins. What did that do to us? Everybody's online the minute they're launching, and they're sold out within minutes. That tells you how many collectors there are for Kennedys today, 60 years later. And even more important, not releasing in the circulation for the last 20 plus. Now, many of you might have seen another way of phrasing these coins. A lot of them call it the forgotten years. Because most of us, because we don't see it in circulation, forgot they were out there. But trust me, you're not forgetting. Our numbers, $59.95, is for all 20 coins, 10 P's, 10 D's. They're encapsulated and in this beautiful presentation box. Simple math tells you you're under $3 a coin. Here's where my competition is. It's a very active market because there's 1.5 million collectors still on this stuff. 2014 is $19.90 for the P&D set. Our P&D is $6. Right? When you're buying the collection you're seeing in front of you. 15 is $17.50. 16 is $15.90. 17 is $15.90. 18 is $15.90. And it bounces around like that until you get to 2023, and they're selling that set for $4. Add them all up, all 20 coins is $141. We are under 60. That's a significant savings. That's not a couple of dollars off. That's not a retail war where I'm at $19.95. Well, I'm at $19.88. Is it convenience or is it the lowest price? This is, no questions asked, the product. And tonight it is the price, period. $59.95 brings them home in the presentation as you see it. Good question. On our website, avccoins.com, there is a bar on the left for $50. There's also a bar for Kennedys. Just got to click that. Pretty much all of them are there. So if you're missing the 70D, the key, or you're missing the 96 P&D pair or anything to keep that collection going, we're going to be happy to assist. We even have some of these years. So if you've kept up, like the 2023, we have that P&D pair also there. So if you've worked with us before on these forgotten years, you just got to add the years you're missing to keep your collection current. But tonight, the cost-effective way is getting the last decade. So if you're looking for just 3 of these years or 4 of these years, our website's going to have the best price in the country. And when you add them together, it might be cheaper to get all 20 of them because they give us some special curveballs for our live shows. And at $59.95, that's a curveball. Under $3 a coin for the last decade. Special stuff. How many of you, again, going back to where I started with this conversation, remembered or knew that this was the 60th anniversary, 2023, of the Kennedy half dollar? I mean, I grew up through it. Obviously dates me. But didn't realize it was 60 years. Should have looked in the mirror. If it was there when I was a little guy, then it's still there today. It means, yeah, I'm plus 60 years old. Ding, 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 right? We stopped circulating the coin in 2001, and I think that's where a lot of it got lost. The serious collector knew, I'm going to keep this going. They might have been part of the groundswell to get them to release collector coins, which is when they chose to go out with the rolls and the bags and then continue to use them in uncirculated sets and improved sets, right? But think about that. If you're buying an uncirculated set and you don't have all the collections, you don't have a cent set, nickel set, dime set, the quarters based upon the collection it's in, or the Sacagawea, right, or presidential dollars, or any of the other fun coins in the last 20 years, then buying an uncirculated set for give or take $30, and this cutting out the Kennedy is even more expensive. So it's finding people like us or others that are out there that have them. But then it's always the question of, do they have them, and what's the price? Which is what it comes down to at some point. If only one person has them, that is the price. But if others have them, then it's always about finding the value. But that's our middle name, America's Value Channel. We take it seriously. Those of you that have been with us before, over the last 15 plus years, understand that we're not interested in selling one coin tonight. We want to sell 10,000 coins tonight. And that's what all of our stuff is driven on, which is why we can be so aggressively pricing some of these coin sets or coin individuals. Again, one of the largest companies in the country. Many of you might buy coins from them. Look this up. They're at $19 for the 2014 pair. They're at $17.50 for the 2015 pair, and the pair being the P and the D. And they sell lots of them, which is why they keep their prices there. Now, we sell lots and lots and lots too, but our prices, whole different ball game. Guys, we got to put a 1 minute clock up. I only had a couple of roll sets available. 14s and 16s are tough. Must have been years nobody wanted to give up their Kennedys. Finding them out there was one here, two there. Very rarely do we find a roll. And when we do, it's like the kid in the candy store. Trust me, when Grant, Allison, or Alex are at the shows and we bump into a couple of rolls of Kennedys in the last 20 years, it's like, yes, found one. Rarity doesn't have to be expensive. Uniqueness doesn't have to be expensive. And tonight we're proving it with the Kennedy Half Dollar Series. The last 22 years are the forgotten years. Tonight we have the last decade. That's 2014 through this year, 2023. It is both the P and the D, which means there are 20 coins here, all encapsulated in the beautiful presentation box. We're under $3 a coin, where my competition is north of 140. As I referenced before, it's our middle name. It's America's Value Channel. Give us a call. You're going to love this set.